As I cleaned my house today, I thought it would be fun to try something new, which I've seen online. It's called timer cleaning. Essentially, you just start a timer when you start cleaning a certain section of your home, and then you stop it at the end to see how long it took, and maybe it will inspire you to try this type of cleaning. I'm gonna see if it's going to be inspirational for me to get more cleaning done, and let's start with the bedroom. My goal is to break down each section as I'm cleaning it and time it. This is just for fun. It's an experiment just to see how long each area will take me. I'm starting here with changing the sheets in our bedroom. It took 4 minutes to change the sheets, and that was with the help of my little friend here. Now let's dust and vacuum the room. That was a little bit of a fail because I forgot to start the timer on that one, but it took me about 1 minute to dust the room, and I think it probably took about another minute to just vacuum around the bed. You could see in that last clip that my 2-year-old is actively unmaking the bed for me, but that's just life with kids. As soon as you clean one thing, you turn around and it's right back the way it was before. The point of this experiment is not to see how fast I can do something, it's just to see how long it actually takes to change the sheets. And then that might make me think differently when I go to change the sheets, knowing that it only takes a few minutes in all actuality. So I'm gonna set the timer now and just do some dusting in the living room and the family room, and we'll see how long it actually takes. As I'm cleaning this mantle, I'm so happy that we redid this area. I have a full video on how we transformed the fireplace into the way it looks now, and I also have a video on how we transformed this room as well. And as I clean, sometimes I just think about how far we've come in this house and all the before and after projects we've done. It makes a huge difference, and I really enjoy the way it looks now. That took 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 58 seconds, so pretty quick. Now that we're a family of 5 and I work from home, I like to start a load of laundry every single day. I used to do all of it on one day, but now I find a load a day keeps the pile away, and it's just like a machine. One load's going in, another's coming out. I had started this load of towels last night and put it in the dryer. Now it's the next day. Pulled it out. I always try to get the load completely done in one day, if at all possible, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I wanted to go to bed kind of earlier and read my book. So here we are the next day, finishing it up. It's really not the end of the world if that sort of thing happens, but I think it'd be interesting to see how long it takes to fold a load of towels and miscellaneous things. So starting the timer. I'm surprised that only took 1 minute 40 seconds. I still have to put it away, but honestly, it did not take much time at all. One thing I always try to do throughout the day is clear off my dining room table. That tends to be a clutter magnet, I guess you could say. And so I have my basket here. I'm just gonna clear it off and change the tablecloth, set the timer, and we'll see how long that takes. I love using a basket or tray to gather all the little things that are dropped all around my house constantly by us, by kids, and I just gather all that into the basket or whatever I'm using, and then I can have it in one spot and drop it where it needs to go. 1 minute 59 seconds. So worth it. Of course, I still have to put the Lego into the kids' room, and I'm gonna shake out the tablecloth and put it into the laundry garage area. But other than that, 2 minutes. One goal for my summer is to get more creative, and I think I might sew up a cover for this seat cushion. I have some ideas, maybe seasonal type material, but I think that would be a great project. I was looking for a popsicle mold, and I bought this from Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'm so excited to start making popsicles this summer, and I wanted something that would actually look like a popsicle and be the size of a real popsicle that you would buy from the store. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today, is make some popsicles, and I'll let you know how I like this. But already I'm really happy with how it came and what it came with. It has a recipe book and all kinds of stuff, so things to clean it with. Anyway, I'm gonna look up a recipe right now and try making some popsicles. Now it's 11:30, so right before lunch, and I'm gonna dive into doing these few dishes that were left over from breakfast time. So I'm gonna start the timer and we'll see how long that takes. Whenever I can remember, I try to put on an apron. This just helps my outfit from getting completely soaked, because odds are that water will hit a spoon and I will get wet. On this one, I had to do a little bit of math, but it's easy because I said I was gonna start at 11:30 and then now it's 11:45. I had set the timer, but then Grant came in and I stopped the timer because I had to get him a towel and then I forgot to restart the timer. Long story short, it took 15 minutes for me to do all these dishes. We don't have a dishwasher, so I had to do them by hand, and that seriously takes the longest time, but 15 minutes is really not too bad. And also in that 15 minutes, I obviously stopped, got him a towel and all that too, so probably more like 12 or 13 minutes to do all the dishes, and of course they still have to be dried and put away. But it's kind of interesting to set these timers and see how long something really does take to do. And I think 15 minutes isn't too bad to get the whole morning dishes done. And of course, if we had a dishwasher, I would be rinsing and putting them straight into the dishwasher immediately. But since we don't, that's just what we're dealing with. This is obviously the first time I've ever tried this popsicle mold and this recipe. I just looked one up online, and this one says 2/3 cup plant milk, whatever milk you want, 2 large ripe bananas, a 1/2 cup maple syrup, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. If this turns out good, I will link this recipe down in the description box, because of course it's not my recipe. But let's see how this is going to turn out. And I wanted to mention that I'm really excited about the whole timing myself when I'm cleaning, because one of the reasons why I don't really love to clean, and one of the reasons why I tend to not clean, is I get it in my head, oh, that's gonna take so long to do, oh, that's gonna be so much work. I tell myself this stuff, and obviously the little things like doing the dishes, that kind of stuff is easy for me to do because it's just routine. But when it comes to like changing the sheets on our bed, or even cleaning the bathrooms, which I cleaned the bathrooms yesterday, and it didn't take that long, you know, it doesn't take that long. I just get it in my head that it's so much work when really it isn't. And usually I can clean the bathrooms and then not have to clean them again, or besides a few, like maybe wiping things up a little bit here and there, not have to do a deep clean for maybe another week or two. So, you know, it just isn't that bad, but timing myself has really helped to make it more motivating for me, and just kind of challenge myself to see how fast I can do certain things. This seems really thick, so I'm interested to see how this is going to actually turn out. I realize there's a little bit of a learning curve here. I filled them up a little too high, so next time I will know that, and then I will probably double the recipe as well because it didn't make as many as I thought it would. Now it's time to freeze it. I just looked at the recipe and it says it takes 6 hours for them to freeze. So it's 12 o'clock now and we will be eating these at 6 p.m., which is fine. It could be dessert, but that's pretty funny. Next time, if I'm going to want to make popsicles, I'm gonna have to think ahead, maybe the day before if I want to eat them earlier in the day. I'm not gonna lie, this rug has taken a lot of spills to it. It is relatively new. When I did a video on how I refreshed our kitchen, I bought this colorful rug, which I still really, really like, but it does say that it can be cleaned in the washing machine. We're gonna try it out. So I'm going to put this in the washing machine, switch around the other stuff, and we will see if it truly can be cleaned in the washing machine or if it falls apart. I put the rug on our heavy duty load cycle and made sure that the washing machine would fill all the way up, and I crossed my fingers to see how it was going to turn out. Then I decided I would head straight into the house and start some vacuuming. I did time this because I wanted to see how long it would take me to vacuum each room, and this was with my little helper following me along as well. 1 minute 35 seconds to vacuum the living room. I got this cordless Dyson vacuum about 6 months ago, maybe 9 months ago, and I absolutely love it. It's great for really quick cleaning jobs. 1 minute 10 seconds. That one was a little more difficult because I had a helper. What I love best about this vacuum is it's really quick and easy to grab when I want to vacuum the bathroom or something really small. It just makes that job so much easier than getting out my really large vacuum. But I do feel that I still need the large vacuum as well. You know what? This came out so much cleaner. I can't believe it. And it's in pretty good condition. I'm going to just hang it out here to dry flat, and then we'll see how it looks when it's dry. I hope this experiment is motivating you as much as it's motivating me. I'm very surprised that all of these projects that I usually get in my head are going to take a really long time are only taking about 2 minutes to 5 minutes, and I can easily fit these in my day. When I take a break from working at my computer, I can pop up and vacuum something or clean off the table. I really want to see how long it takes to mop the kitchen floor because I always put this off because I feel like it's going to take too much time. Also, I am on a time crunch for this because we just went to go get Calvin and I'd like to be done before he gets back. I bought this mop almost a year ago. I had seen it on quite a few ads and things, and I'm always looking for a good mop. It's hard to find something that works really well and that you can clean out easily, but I found this one and I really like it. I realized that I just have to spin it quite a few times before it dries out. 3 minutes, 49 seconds. So if you're looking for a good mop, I will link this one down below. I will also link my vacuum. I get so many questions on where I get certain things from, like the dresses I wear and the things I use in my video. So for convenience sake, I've actually made an Amazon store. So I will have everything linked in the description box down below. Anything you have a question about, I will try to find a link for it and put it down there because I do get a lot of questions on where I got something or where somebody could find something similar, what the brand is, if they want to do some of their own market research. So I do try to add all those links. Also, a lot of the time I have a corresponding blog post or recipe that I use, and I try to put all of those links into the description box as well, just so it can help you to find what you might be looking for. That was a quick clean of the bathroom. I didn't actually clean the toilet today or the shower because I cleaned those yesterday. So I'm not going to clean something that I don't need to clean. But it only took, what did I say, like 4 minutes to do that sink clean and vacuum. So really not a lot of time. I had a really interesting comment from a lady on one of my videos, 15 ways to simplify your home. And essentially she was asking how this would apply to someone who works full-time outside of their home. I work full-time, making a full-time living from our home. And I think all of the same tips can apply, and same with cleaning, It's just that instead of cleaning throughout your day or doing these simplifying tasks throughout the day, it would probably be done on the nights and weekends. When I used to work outside of our home, I definitely did a lot more chores on the nights and weekends. But now working from home, I do a lot more work on the weekends and nights. So it's just a flip-flop of when you're doing these things, because we all still have the same amount of time in the day. And if you're working full-time from home or from outside of your home, it's going to be the same difference. We still have to figure out when we're going to do these things. And it may seem easier when you work from home, but in all honesty, I think it might actually be easier when I worked outside of the home, because then I had really defined working times. And then when I was at home, I was just doing home stuff. So there's a balance there, I'm sure. And I think we all have to find what works for us. Of course, on my videos, I'm showing everything sped up and certain things cut out, but I am recording the time, and it took me 7 minutes and 47 seconds to reset Levi's room, which was just quickly change the sheets, refill some stuff, put a few toys away, and vacuum. I could go a little deeper with the cleaning, but I'm not going to today because everything actually looks pretty clean in here. And it just shows me that literally almost around 8 minutes, and I had to go get the vacuum, I can have this whole room reset. And it looks really cute in here now, and it feels fresh and clean. I can't believe how great this rug came out after being washed. It's like a brand new rug. All the little water spots and stains are out of it, so I'm amazed. Tonight I'm making my go-to easy meal, which is spaghetti. I can throw this together in about 15 minutes, so this is definitely a repeat on our weekly meals, but I want to wrap up what I learned from this timer experiment, which is that I can do most of these tasks pretty quickly within about 2 to 5 minutes, depending on what it is. Of course, some things take a little bit longer, but it was very motivating for me to realize that I could get a lot done in a short amount of time. Also, these popsicles turned out delicious, so I will link this recipe down below, and I'm ending the night with setting up my art so I can get creative and start working on this project. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope this was motivating for you as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, you can hit the subscribe button, and you can click right here to watch this office before and after video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!